Hello everyone, welcome to day 20th of November Lead Code Challenge, and I hope all of you are having a great time. Now let's look at today's question. Today's question is single element in a sorted array, Lead Code 540. In this question, we are given an array of integers and it is given that every element in this array appears exactly twice except one particular element. We need to identify that element which appears only once. Also, it is given that the algorithm must run in order of log n time complexity and with constant space complexity. If this constraint would not have been there, let's talk about how we would have solved it, and then we will jump onto this particular solution. The first and the naive approach that comes to everybody's mind is to do a linear search and compare the ith index plus I plus 1th index. If those two are unequal, then we can easily identify the element with frequency 1 because in the input array it is given that it is sorted. The second approach that comes to everybody's mind is constant time algorithm, that is using the XOR operation. We know that if we perform a XOR of any element with that same element, it gets nullified to 0. Therefore, when we perform the XOR of the complete array, we get the element that has a single frequency because all the other elements will be nullified by virtue of 2 frequency of that element. Now let's talk about the core algorithm, wherein we want to do this search in order of log n time and constant space. I know most of you are already aware of binary search, so I have written the same template here, wherein I have taken a low to 0, high to nums.length minus 1, then low to low, while low is less than high, I identified the middle element. We need to identify this particular condition wherein we'll be moving the low to mid plus 1, and in the other case high would be updated to mid. Typical way of writing the binary search algo, and in the end we simply return the nums.low element. The crux of this problem lies in writing this condition appropriately, and let's look at the presentation. How can we build this condition? So moving on to the PPT. Single element in sorted array lead code 540. So let's take a very simple example that consists of 5 elements 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. And what do we do in binary search? We take 2 pointers. The first one is low, the second one is high. Low points to 0, high points to 4. Let's calculate the middle pointer. Low plus high by 2, which gives me mid, and mid points to 2. And let's try and evaluate which part can we discard based on few conditions. So what is the middle element? The middle element happens to be 2. So what do? We compare it with the immediate right one, and the immediate right one is 3, and at 3 we have 2 again. So these two happen to be equal. So what can we do in such cases? We can simply discard the leftmost part of it. So all these elements can be discarded because the answer won't lie over here. We have observed that the frequency of 2 and its immediate third element is also 2. In those cases we can simply give away on the left part of it. So the low pointer, as a result of which, gets updated to mid plus 1. So let me just change the color of pen and let's write here low. Also let's write it as a pseudocode. In case my mid happens to be of even type, I compare mid with mid plus 1, and if these two happen to be equal, I update my low to m plus 1, mid plus 1. Pretty understandable. This is what we observed. Let's again try to do a similar kind of analysis. We have low at 3, we have high at 4. Let's try and calculate the middle pointer. The middle pointer turns out to be 3 plus 4 by 2, which is 3. So mid also points to 3. Now, what is the middle element? The middle element happens to be 2. And this time, the index at which the mid is pointing to is odd in nature. And what do we want to do here? We want to move towards right and give away on all these 4 elements. So what do? Instead of comparing it with the rightmost entry, we compare it with the leftmost entry over here. So what do we observe? We observe that the second element is also 2. with respect to the third element. These two are equal and we can simply discard this entry as well. So to conclude, in case my mid happens to be odd, I compare mid with mid minus 1 element prior to it, and in case it happens to be equal, I can simply update my low to mid plus 1. And once we do that, low also points to 4, high also points to 4. The condition that low is less than high is breached and we receive at our answer, which is 3. Pretty simple and straightforward. Let's try to understand the reversal of this complete technique. Let's take a slightly longer array and let's initialize low to 0, high to 10. Let's find out the middle element. The middle element happens to be 5. And 5 being an odd number, what do we do in such case? We check whether the middle element and mid minus 1 elements are equal. They aren't equal. So what do we do in such case? We can simply discard the rightmost part of it because we are sure that it won't lie over here. So high gets updated to mid. Let's write this as well. So when mid happens to be odd, we compare mid with mid minus 1, and when these two are unequal, we simply update our high to mid. Pretty simple and straightforward. Also, the other case would be when my mid happens to be even, I compare mid with mid plus 1, and if these two happen to be unequal, then I update my high to mid. Again, the conditions remain the same. What we are doing on it changes. This time these were unequal, in the previous slide these were equal. So let's conclude it in the coding section. Let's move on to the coding part, and here I'll write the same condition, which is nothing but in case I observe an odd element and my mid minus 1 index is equal to the middle index, I update my low to mid plus 1, otherwise I update my else to high to mid. The other condition is if my middle element happens to be of even type, I compare mid with mid plus 1, and if these two happen to be equal, I can simply discard the left part of it and update my low to mid plus 1. So let's try this up. Accepted, 100 times faster, and the memory usage is also fair enough. The time complexity as stated in the question is log n, and space complexity is constant space. This brings me to the end of today's session. I hope you learned something new today, and if you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for viewing it. Have a great day ahead and stay tuned for more updates from Coding Decoded. I'll see you tomorrow with another fresh question, but till then, goodbye.